All right, what it is, it's your boy Karma. You are tuned into the Random Podcast. I have a new artist coming in, or not a new artist, but another artist coming in. He's actually an artist that's been on season one, I should say. We have Big CAE in the building. How you doing, Big CAE?
Doing good, brother. How are you? How you been?
I'm doing good, man. Just trying to survive in 2021, man.
Hey, I feel it.
Shit, man. So let's get caught up, man. I know you was on season one. We chopped it up about some things, but I want to touch bases because this is a whole new layout. We showing shit on TV now, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
let's talk about you, man. Where you from, man?
I'm from Oceanside, California.
Oceanside, California.
North County, but San Diego County, North County, rep it as one.
That's
You know
right.
what
That's right. And when did you start getting into the music scene, man?
I mean? Back in even before high school, like in coming into high school actually.
Like middle school?
So middle school, yeah.
Okay.
So back like in 06, 07.
Okay.
So just started off there, doing poetry and whatnot. And then from there started to see what I can do, with the words and to a beat. And that's how I got started.
Was there any artists at that time that you were listening to that kind of influenced you to want to do music, or
Influenced,
like
the
you
influence is
heard
more
it?
like, besides, I like more East Coast rap. So,
Okay.
Notorious B.I.G., Big L, Big Pun.
Is that what you were listening to in the middle school era?
Yeah, and then Bone Thugs and Harmony, obviously, too.
Okay.
And then Tupac, obviously. Just off top, those,
Those guys. Okay.
Off top, yeah.
Now, was there anybody that you saw that did music that kind of made you like think, hey, I can do music, or that kind of made you want to go in a direction, or was it kind of you just on your own path to the music?
I was just on my own path and see what I can do with it. And then
Okay.
after that, the first mixtapes weren't that great.
Right.
So, everybody, you live and learn,
It's growing.
Yeah, you grow. And then from there on, just practice the craft, went to house studios. Some equipment were cool and
Yeah.
some were not.
Yeah.
So, not to knock them, but it's just like sometimes they don't have
The sound.
the sound.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you started doing music, was it a solo thing, or how did you get into music? Was it you and the homies like chilling in middle school, or was it kind of just you just doing it yourself? How did it come about?
It was just me doing it myself.
Yeah.
I would just, be the kid at the table writing poems.
Yeah.
I first started off writing poems and then throwing it into jazz.
Okay.
So it's more of a spoken word.
Oh, okay.
at first.
Yeah.
So that's how I started, and then I put the words to the beats,
Yeah.
and that's basically how it all got started.
Do you remember the first time that you actually got to put your poetry to a beat? Do you remember what beat it was, or like what year, or how old you were when it started kicking off?
Shoot, I think I know the year was like 06, so I might have been like 15, 16.
Okay.
So around that time, and then for the first beat was, I think it was like Cameron stuff.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so like I said, more East Coast stuff.
Okay.
So
okay.
I listened to Cameron, the Dipset,
Yeah.
all that stuff, the
Yeah.
East Coast stuff, and then as well as the West Coast. But there was like also who I really was listening to was now that's coming back to me is Chamillionaire.
Oh yeah.
He was more in the mixtape scene, so I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of like learned a little bit more from his mixtape game.
Okay.
It's like the mixtape Messiah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of just learned from what he did.
Right.
I
Right.
was like, well, yeah, it's somebody else's beat, but I can put my own twist on it.
Yeah. He Chameleon ran with that shit. He was doing killing mixtapes, man.
Yeah, he was like setting out the trunks, stuff like that. Like same thing with us. We were
yeah.
setting out the trunk, mixtapes here and there. At the mall when they had that spot. I
Yeah.
forget what it was. It wasn't Hot Topic, but
Yeah.
it was some other shit.
Right there in the Carlsbad Mall. Oceanside Mall. Yeah.
They would have like bootleg fucking mixtapes and shit. Remember that shit? What?
Machiavelli 10 and 11 and all that shit.
Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah.
And then they'll come from basically around the world type shit.
That's tight.
From Texas, East Coast, you name it, they had it.
So what was your experience, man, when you first heard yourself on the mic? When you like listened back to it on play, were you like, ooh, I want to do this shit every time, or how was your experience?
It was dope actually. It was like kind of like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
At first, because you're like, okay, cool, I'm doing it. But when you first start, you think you're doing it right, but there's more. You have to practice a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because at first, like I said, it was just poetry, so I didn't rhyme at first.
Wow.
So it was more like, this, that, and the third.
Why? Why?
And I'm just like, well, shoot, I need to work on my craft a little bit. You know, start rhyming some words, this and that. And this all came from constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And at first, I didn't take it as well, but I was
Right.
like,
Right.
whatever. And then I really started listening to the people that I actually like, slang the mixtapes to. It was like, oh, your shit's dope, but can work on this and that, So it's like I listened to what they said to me, and from there I ran with it.
Word.
You
Now,
know?
I know you wear a couple different hats, man. I know you do the music thing. I know you have a visual thing as well.
Yeah,
And the visual is called
CAE visuals,
Boom Boom.
and then for the music side is Knowledge Over Money. That's a clothing / label, and
Okay.
then for myself, I'm Big CAE.
Okay. Word. When did you start getting into the videography? What made you want to get into that?
The videography I started like at least like 4 or 5 years ago. I can't recall like the exact time,
Yeah,
but it's been a while, and picked it up from there. And then I started learning, and then
What made you want to get into video?
to get into videos is that I was paying too much for my videos. So I mean,
Talk about it.
yeah. So every photo shoot, every video shoot, it was at least like the video shoots were like 600 tops.
Right.
Like just
Bare
that's what it was.
Yep.
And then for photo shoots it'd be like 100, $200 or whatever. I'm like, well, shit. How can I do my own thing?
Right.
So
right.
before the iPhones and the Androids, the nice cameras and all that stuff, you had the Canons, you
Yeah.
had the Panasonics,
Yeah.
you had all those.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
had Sony's. You pick
Yeah.
and choose whichever you want.
Yeah.
But I picked up for the video and photography through Canons,
Okay. Okay.
and then I switched over to Sony's and Panasonics and so on.
Word.
So I tried each one
Right.
to see what
which one you felt.
Yeah, exactly.
Word. And when you got into the music videos, was it the same passion that you had for music, or was it a new passion, or did it kind of how did you want to get into that?
Well, like I said, I got into that because of how much I was paying, and then plus, I could actually help out whoever was trying to come up too.
Right.
So
right,
I'm like, well, I could do this for myself, but then I can help people along the way.
Right.
They're trying to do the same shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
yeah.
it's all it's all all in one, I guess.
Yeah, a little growing, a little learning. You could do this, you could do that. Plus, now you can offer it all to your record label too, which is big. You know
Exactly,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Keep everything in house and shit like that. Man.
Yeah, all in house, and then like I said, like we're about to collaborate on some stuff too with
Yeah.
Gorilla Cinemas,
Yes, sir.
with
Yes,
Hip
sir.
Hop Camera,
Yes, sir.
and the Dungeons is where I record my stuff too.
Yes, sir.
So like
How did you come up with the name Knowledge Over Money, man?
Knowledge Over Money. Shit. Long story short, when I first thought of it, it was like, well, money comes and goes, but
Yeah.
knowledge always stays. So
Yeah.
I'm like, that's basically it. Cause like for me, for example, I'm like, man, fuck money. But then again, I'm like, you need it
Yeah.
because of
yeah.
these things,
Yeah, yeah.
But my main thing of that is like, money comes and goes, and knowledge always stays.
Right.
So it's like, if you're gonna lose it all tomorrow, how are you gonna get it back?
Right.
It's because of what you know.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know?
sir. That's a great way to put it, man. I like that.
So the more you learn, the more you earn.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
That's a fact. That's a true story, man. That's a true story. So you started coming up around middle school, high schools when you started doing it. When did you decide, like, you know what, this is gonna be full time for me? I'm finna do this shit for real, for real. Like, what age do you think you got to that you decided I'm gonna do this shit for real?
I think it took a year.
About a year.
A year because at first I was having fun with it, just testing the waters,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, I can really do this shit.
Yeah.
And then people would ask for the mixtapes. People would ask me for like, what's the new music coming out? I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. Now I got a little fan base type shit.
Wow.
Back then in high school actually, that's where I actually grew my name.
Right. Right.
Because it's like, for example, I tell all the artists and whatnot that are coming up, even right now with this podcast, like where you can find your more listeners is basically like high school and middle schoolers.
Yeah.
Because they have all the time in the world. And then if you think back at it, when you listen to music,
That's what it was.
when did you listen to that music? Middle school and high school.
True story. True story.
Your main, not the main target, but target at the time was that age group.
Right.
And then when you gradually, grow within yourself and you starting getting older, you realize some more stuff like, all right, cool. Well, these are the experiences I'm going through too.
Right.
And I tell people too, like, besides being a storyteller, fucking, like you have to write the music from your experiences as well.
Right.
You know, and then I write experiences from other people's as well. Like sometimes they tell me the story like, oh, can you make this to a song for me? And I was like, yeah,
Word.
I can.
Word.
You know, it comes to those situations. I mean, you've been in those situations
yeah,
as well.
Yeah. That's tight, man. That's tight. It kind of tests your writing too, to where can you take it? You know what I'm saying? When somebody else gives you an idea and you go with it, right? You know what I'm saying? Left or right or however that you go with it. My next question is, when you get into the studio, what's your process of writing? Do you like listen to the beat and already have an idea? Do you freestyle? Are you writing shit down on paper? Like, what's your process?
So the process of making music is just first, well, I have to like the beat. You know, I go off of the beat. So whatever so basically how I tell people is like, whatever the beat says to you is what you're gonna write.
Okay.
You know, it all comes with feeling. That's what music is.
So you go in unprepared and let the beat talk to you, listen to the beat,
Yep.
and kind of go off of that.
Basically, just freestyle a little bit and then just write it down on pen and paper.
Okay.
But nowadays we just just use our phones.
I was gonna ask you,
Yeah.
are you still pen and paper? Or you cell phone?
No. I'm cell phone now.
Okay.
Because with paper and whatnot, to each his own. But I mean, for me, more convenient is for on the phone.
Yeah.
So it's like, or you're gonna lose all your stuff, through paper and whatnot. I was like, damn, where I leave it at, or it flew out the window.
Right. So I got a question. You're a Latin artist.
Yes.
You are you're Mexican American, right?
Yes.
Was there any Latin artists that you grew up listening to that had a little influence on your background? Because I know we got some in San Diego. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, basically like Latin Chicano rappers. I listen to Mr. Shadow, Mr. Little One, Lil Rob. There's other artists too, but off top I can't think of any. But those are the main three that I listen to.
They right here, home raised.
Yeah, exactly, home raised, and I've actually did songs with Shadow and Little One, so that's pretty dope in my opinion.
How is that growing up listening to these artists and getting a chance to actually work with these artists? How's that feel?
It's a dope feeling. It's like, damn, that's just tight. I can't really describe the feeling. It's like, yo, this shit's tight. Like, this shit's actually happening.
It's like a trophy.
Yeah, basically.
Put that on the shelf.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, dope people.
Yeah.
Dope people.
Dope man. And as being a Latin artist, do you feel in this era or this time it's harder? Is it getting easier for you to get into the game? How do you feel about the culture and the music era?
I mean, it just depends, because like music always evolutionizes.
Right.
So everything always evolutionizes through time. But with the Latin artist, me being a Latin artist, Chicano rapper, but I don't like to put myself in that, that box. But it's like more listen to the music and then you'll see what I'm talking about, like hip hop and all this stuff, But the Chicano rap and Latin stuff is dope.
Do you have any? Do you plan on foreseeing any Spanish music coming out with a Latin artist that's just gonna be a pure Spanish song, or have you done any pure Spanish songs?
I have not. I have just like in a couple of lines, like said
Play
here
with
and
it,
there, the Spanish words and whatnot. But besides that, I haven't really came out with like a full song,
full Spanish song.
Spanish song. But I actually thought about doing a full Spanish song.
Yeah.
But I haven't came to that yet. Maybe soon, actually. Now that you reminded me,
yeah.
So maybe soon,
this might be the year.
I was like, yeah, this might be the year. Yeah. It's been all those years, and then I haven't done one.
It's all good. So social media is big right now, man. When you got into the game in social media, what was your era of social media? How did you get into social media? Was it like MySpace, Yahoo Chat? What was it?
Shit. Social media wasn't a thing.
Social media
wasn't a thing. It was just more like you gotta grind. You know what I mean? You gotta grind. Go to network parties. Go to clubs. Go to house parties.
Yeah.
Like that's where we got. That's where I got my beginning through house parties. And then I would see you there sometimes too. Just rocking it.
Yeah.
And then the city still had platforms so we can perform.
Right.
Like for example, the Jumping Turtle.
Right.
That was like the main one for us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's gone now.
Right.
And then Royal Dive.
945.
All that shit.
Man, you know what I mean? we had a lot of clubs, man, come and go. That's one thing that does suck about the live scene in North County, man, is we had like 20 clubs at one time that we could just go and perform. And now it's not like that, unfortunately, with this 2021 shit, man. Let's talk about this weird shit going on, man. How did you find a way to stay busy and stay safe in 2020, man? How did you find that out? How did you learn to do that?
Stay busy and stay safe. I mean, I'm just constantly doing something. I'm more of if I stay still, I'm not being what's that word? Not progressive. Um,
Productive?
Productive, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
not being productive. So every time I would stop and think, I'm like, well, what can I do next that could elevate myself and that can elevate the music as well,
Right.
plus the city and what we represent and
Right.
the culture.
Right.
You know, and so just being safe, you know, just wear a mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
And I tell people like it ain't a game out here too, because I mean we've all know somebody now that
Just had it.
has had it,
Yeah.
and it's too close to home.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. There's people dying now.
Yeah,
Shit's
there's
crazy.
people dying now, and then, you know, when it first came out, you know, I was like, man, this is bullshit, whatever.
Right. Right.
But now it's like, oh, this shit real. This shit's like next door.
This shit is crazy. It is next door. That shit is crazy. You never know where it's at, man. Did it as an artist, did it fuck with you writing and staying stimulated and continuing to progress and to be productive? Did it fuck with you that way, or were you like not tripping on it and just kind of focused on you and your shit?
I wasn't tripping on it.
Okay.
I was just like, I'm gonna do the same shit, but
Yeah.
actually, it made me more productive.
Okay.
Because now it's like I have not saying that I stood still at one time. It's just like, okay, cool. Well, how can I get all the merch,
Yeah.
all the music,
Yeah.
through other outlets?
Yeah.
So now we have, you know, Spotify, we have iTunes, we have all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then for clothing, you know, all that stuff, you know, online stuff, or if they direct message me, then I just
So was
take the order and then just ship it out.
2020 like a building platform for you? Like now you have time to really organize all your shit. Was it kind of let you do that?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
basically to organize everything that I have, like made me think some more, and then be like, okay, this is the way I have to situate myself through this year and through this time.
Right.
You know, because
right.
now we can't really go out and be like, oh, hey, you know, this and that. Now it's more of like, well, how can I keep myself safe, plus the family, plus everybody else safe?
You was one of the first motherfuckers I seen with that face mask, man. How long did it take you to make that face mask as soon as this shit kicked off? How long did it take you to make that motherfucker?
Yeah, so I was quick up on it, right?
Yeah.
It didn't take me much. It actually took like,
Did you wait like a week and say, oh, this shit ain't going away?
yeah, basically, because now I'm like, man, this some bullshit. I'm like, I don't want to rock the, what is that, N95
Yeah,
or whatever?
yeah.
The N95, like, man, this is some bullshit. I can't breathe. I mean,
Yeah.
but, you know, me being in the medical field, I have to wear the N95
Yeah.
plus my mask.
Yeah.
So being in the medical field is pretty crazy because we have to gown up,
Yeah.
put masks plus the protectors and all that stuff. So, just experiences that was a new thing for me. You know,
Did you being in the medical field make it a more realer situation because it was closer to home for you? Did you see it more and shit like that, or?
I saw it more.
Yeah.
But thankfully nobody had it.
Yeah.
You know, it was just everything was precaution because of what could happen.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And then thankfully nobody has had it.
That's good.
But now that it's basically everywhere, I'm like, well, now we have to be more precautious.
Yeah.
Or more, you know, more cautious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't take me a long time to make the mask. It took me a week. I'm like, okay, cool. Hit up my homegirl. Shoot, she gonna kill me for this one, but I think it's I go through TCC Customs.
Okay. Okay.
I might be pronouncing that wrong. My bad, but you know,
we gonna
shout
tag
out to you.
We
know
gonna
what I mean?
tag you. We
Yeah,
gonna tag you.
Yeah, that. And then she made all my masks and whatnot.
Dope.
So yeah.
So
from
were they? She made them handmade. You got them things handmade, or did you ship it through a company? Was she working with a company? How does she work?
She actually works with me.
Oh, okay.
Through,
okay.
through the medical field, so you know
Oh,
we all
okay,
have
okay.
we all have different hustles.
Word.
So that's the thing that
Okay.
about like music and clothing and everything else.
Yeah.
You never know who's out here having a separate hustle
Right.
because it was just random, and I was just like, you know, I was just talking to her and whatnot. You know, she was interested in what I was doing and asking me questions. And like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. Like, who does your clothing and whatnot? I was like, myself, and I go through companies. I was like, oh, well, I do that shit too. I was like,
Oh,
oh, okay, cool.
shit.
Well, I mean, we could recycle the money here.
Yeah,
You
keep
know,
it in the
help
family.
you, help me, type shit. So
Hell yeah.
keep it in the family type shit. So I mean, that's how it all started, and that's why like I get everything done.
Right.
You know,
So is she who you go to for your clothes and shit? Is she who you working with that, or is this something else that you do the clothes with?
this something else with the clothing.
Okay.
The masks I go through her.
Dope.
You know,
dope,
and
man.
but she will do all of my clothing as well.
She could do that. She could do that.
She can do that.
That's
Yep.
dope, man. That's
So
dope, man.
She does the vinyl. She does vinyl, silk screen, and stitching.
Okay. Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
I might have to holler at her too.
Yeah.
Shit.
So definitely let me know. I'll plug you in. You know?
Yeah,
Like
hell
once we
yeah.
put the thing on top, my bad. You know.
yeah, no, it's good. It's
I
good.
was like, shit.
Hey, so with the music shit, are you working on a new project right now? You working on something new? What you working on?
Right now, actually, I just recently dropped the
I'm
project.
about to say you just dropped something, huh?
So I dropped the project with Boom Slap and myself, Big CAE.
Okay.
Produced by Boom Slap.
Okay.
And then the only features I have there is Hip Hop Karma
What?
and Ross May. You know.
Hello.
So, fucking
Is Boom Slap? He's just a producer.
yes.
Okay. Word.
Yes. So he's a. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What are you gonna ask?
I was gonna say, how did you come across Boom Slap? How'd y'all link up?
Boom Slap. We just met at a network party.
Oh yeah.
You're right here in actually around this spot.
Oh, yeah?
By San Marcos.
Okay.
Yeah, we were having like I think it was like I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how we met, but we met.
Uh huh.
I think it was like a football party,
Oh, okay.
like
okay.
a Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
And the homies invited me or whatever. You know, hey, come down, fucking, you know, shoot the shit, whatever. And that's how we met. And it was just everybody was networking with each other. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
all our different artists
Yeah.
from all locations.
Oh.
So that's the dope shit about that. And then I heard his beats. And I was like, hey, I like your shit.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
he shot me some beats. And I'm like, fuck it, let's do a project together. And that's how it happened.
That's tight. So he's producer from out here in North County as well.
No, he's from LA.
Oh, he's from LA.
Yes.
Okay. Word.
Yeah, so Boom
word.
Slap's from LA.
That's dope, man. Now working with him, did you find like a new resurgence of the artistry in yourself? Did it like give you a new sound, or how was it working with this new producer?
Yeah, definitely. Every producer I worked with gave me a new sound.
Okay.
So that's my main thing, is not to stay the same.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the music evolutionizes through
Yeah.
time, but I like to be different.
Yeah.
You know, besides, I like to be more is it versatile or
Yeah. Versatile.
versatile, and then just have different flavors.
Yeah.
So like I can make a love song, I can make some underground shit, some life shit, or just something to rock with and party with.
What's the vibe of this album? What'd you say the vibe of this album is?
The vibe of this album is just like from start to finish.
Uh-huh.
First is like a party, then
Okay.
it's like some serious stuff, and
Okay.
then have fun, and then like a love song.
Okay.
Then at the end it's some life shit.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a little I want to say like a little movie
okay.
type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he takes you on a little ride, like first like, oh, Kelly son, you know, and then it's like, oh, okay, cool, and then it picks back up to a little party love song, and then to the life shit.
Okay. Now, how many songs are on the album?
4 songs.
4 songs.
What's an EP?
It's an EP. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this time, what I'm doing is, you know, I'm a fan of the albums, but nowadays
Yeah.
people have short attention spans.
Yeah.
This is just the truth.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they want it now. They don't want to click on the YouTube link and whatnot. They just want it now.
Right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you.
So I'd be lying if don't do that myself. I'm like, damn, I have to click this link and this, that, and the third. I was like, I just want it now.
So what made you come up with 4? Was there a special number behind 4? Or was it just like fuck it? That's just what happened.
That's just what happened.
Okay.
Because like I said, I went through some beats. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna go through these, but I want to tell like a little bit of everything.
Okay.
You know, so every time I do an EP or an album, it has to have a theme to it.
Gotcha.
You know, so it has to start off with like just theme wise, just
A feeling.
some dope shit, a feeling, just some feel good music.
Dope.
You know, like some life shit, love shit, what is that fucking word? Not drastic shit, but
But like drama type
that
shit.
drama type shit.
Yeah.
And then you know, just have fun with it.
Word, man, word. So let's just say like, you know, shit. Let's just say 1 million people watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's 4 or 5 artists in the world that you could work with. Give me 5 artists that CAE could work with. You would work with them. I don't care if it's Dr. Dre, Eminem. Give me 5.
5 artists.
It could be Top Dog. It could be independent. It could be whoever you listen to.
That's a good question.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Got his ass.
So yeah, you got. So I think top 1
It don't have to be. You don't have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So
Just
yeah,
give me
yeah.
five. Just give me five.
I mean, one will be Dave East.
Dave East.
Dave East.
Okay.
He's dope.
He's dope.
He's from the East Coast.
Hell yeah.
And then there's Jay Stone as well.
Jay Stone. Okay. Yep. He's from the West Coast. We got
from the
East
West Coast. Yep.
West Coast.
And then down south.
Who we got?
Traded Truth and Zero.
Traded Truth and Zero. That would be hard.
Yeah.
I like Zero's hard as fuck.
Yeah, Zero's crazy.
Fast forward, we got one more.
See, one more. Off top, I don't know. Off top, I don't know. This is random shit. Random podcast.
Did you see the Trade the Truth and the Zero video that they just came out with the it's like I think it was like a Black Lives Matter video they just dropped on World Star Hip Hop about last week. It's got T.I., it's got Trade the Truth, it's got him, it's got Big Crit. It's a crazy song. If you get a chance, check it out.
Real shit.
Yeah, it's crazy dope. I always click on World Star Video, man, just to see the bullshit that's popping every day. You know
For sure,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I got surprised and got a good ass video. I was like, oh, and it was like 8 minutes long, but they were all saying some real dope shit. I was like, damn, it was real dope.
Okay, yeah, because like what's trippy about that is that Trade the Truth and Zero are actually cousins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for some reason, I don't really know the reason, but they used to beef it or whatever.
Oh,
Maybe they squashed it now. I don't know. But either way, I listen to all different genres.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But off top, those are the ones.
Yeah. What got you listening? I know you said earlier, man, that Chamillionaire was an influence on your earlier music stage. What got you listening to Texas music?
Texas, my cousin.
Oh, okay.
My cousin. He was more into, you know, like you have that one cousin that's like cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. Then show me the ropes, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm gonna show you some shit.
Okay.
I was like, cool, whatever. And then
was he from out there or was he from over here?
No, he's from over here.
Okay.
He's from Oceanside.
Okay.
And then he just put me on for Chamillionaire, Paul Wall,
Yeah.
Baby Bash, Devin the Dude.
Yeah.
Devin
the Dude hard.
Everybody else, you know, down in Texas. And then from there I just rocked with it. Oh, and then fucking South Park Mexican, SPM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So all the stuff that was popping off in Texas at that time, well, it still pop off now.
Right.
But meaning like at that time, it was like back in 2008,
Yeah.
7 around there.
Yeah.
He used to listen to all that stuff, so he would put me up on game on that.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. So future, man, let's think about the future real quick, man. You got any videos coming out? Anything about to pop out visually for him?
So videos, not at the moment.
Okay.
But I've been due for a lot.
Yeah, I feel you.
I've been due for a lot. Like me and you, we're strictly business. So when it comes down to videos, we usually do other artists' videos, and we're like, shit, this is fucking hard. This could have been in mine. Whatever. I was like, damn, this shit hard.
We got to get together and figure some shit out.
Yeah, exactly. So
for real.
We'll both collaborate on some stuff, and then I'll do yours, you'll do mine, either or. You know, we'll get together.
Yes, sir.
I mean, because I already talked to you about this. You know, for everybody at the Random Podcast, like me and Carl have been talking about doing videos together anyway.
Yeah. Man, anybody that I build with, bro, is a family. I don't hate on nobody, everybody. I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying? If I can help you, if I can give you some knowledge, if I could do anything in the right direction is what I'm going to try and do. You know what I'm saying? That's always my thing. Just like this, I try spend a couple dollars, get a couple outlets for everybody to get an outlet and get some more listeners, get some more views. Let's get the city popping. That's my goal at the end of the day, is for Oceanside to be, I want us to be a name like San Diego. Like, I love San Diego, but when I go to other places, I'm like, I'm from Oceanside. They're like, where? I'm like, Oceanside. It's by Vista. It's by San Marcos. Where? It's by San Diego. Oh, San Diego. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So we got to make this shit pop. But it's all good, man. I appreciate your time coming in, man. Let them know where they can find you on social media, bro.
You can find me on social media at The Real Big CAE. Everything. At The Real Big CAE.
At The Real Big CAE, man. And what's the social media you fucking with the most right now?
Instagram.
Instagram,
and then I recently started a TikTok.
Okay.
So everything, like I said, at The Real Big CAE.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still trying to figure out that TikTok stuff. I just have it just to have it.
Yeah.
But most of the business that I get is through Instagram.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Well, shit, man, I greatly appreciate your time. You know
Likewise.
what I'm saying? And we're going to do this shit again. We're going to do this shit every 6 months or something. Catch back up with the artists, see what they've been up to, highlight what they've been doing, and bring you some more fresh shit, man. It's your boy Hip Hop Karma. It's the Random Podcast Show.